I think the early adopters of Bitcoin actually are undervaluing Bitcoin. And the reason they keep using the unit per Bitcoin, but I look at market cap, man, and a $600 billion market cap, when you have Blackstone there, that market only goes one place. It does not go to below 600 million. It goes, they don't play in small games.
BlackRock, you mean?
BlackRock, excuse me. Yeah. BlackRock or any of these players. Dude, Citibank is not here because this is a $600 billion industry. They're here because it's a $6 trillion industry.
The world of Bitcoin is at a pivotal moment, and early adopters may be missing the bigger picture. While many still focus on its value per Bitcoin, the real story lies in its market capitalization. With Bitcoin's current market cap at $600 billion, the entry of financial giants like BlackRock signals a monumental shift. These institutions don't operate in small markets. They're here because they envision a $6 trillion industry in the making. Renowned financial visionary Gary Cardone underscores this in a compelling interview. He explains that the involvement of titans like BlackRock and Citi is no coincidence. They aren't interested in Bitcoin's present valuation. They see it as a gateway to a multi-trillion-dollar future. Cardone's insights reveal the strategic foresight of these institutional powerhouses. They don't gamble on fleeting trends, they invest in certainties.
Stop. You don't have time. Don't miss out this 2025 bull run. Educate yourself first ahead of the crowd. We have created the ultimate step-by-step crypto cheat guide that will guide you this bull run. Unlock the secrets of crypto and make smarter investments today. Now by clicking on the link below to get your exclusive copy just under $10.
Bitcoin is on the world stage. It has already achieved that its collateral is going to be priced cheaper than money. Meaning, the real interest rate for me to borrow money today is really somewhere between 9 and 15%. It is utter bullshit that you can borrow at 4% or in Germany 2.5%. Okay, it's just not real. The real rate on the street is somewhere between 8 and 12. 4 weeks ago, before I brought my brother to Sailor's house, I was like, "Hey, do you see what's happening here, son? You have Bitcoin miners receiving money at zero cost of capital from Citibank." Now, Citibank's also loaned out. I'm just picking Citibank for a big name, right? Citibank, they have been active, by the way. Citibank has probably 8% debt out there. They probably got some 6%. They got 7%. And it's all in various areas. It could be in automobiles, homes, housing. When Wall Street takes a product like Bitcoin, they start offering zero. Well, like, can anyone wake up?
Yeah.
They're saying this collateral and the opportunity, they want a piece of it and they're willing to do it at zero. They must be getting something from it, right? And what they're getting on the back end is volatility that most people don't fully understand. It's stunning to me that people are freaking out because MicroStrategy is at 349. It went to 450. It's very simple. He sells stock in the market, the price goes down, and then he very, very smartly, using an algo that he's been using for 3 years, buys Bitcoin. Okay.
At a discount, basically, right?
Well, it would have, he's buying at 102. So it's not a discount to the market today. He's paying market without moving the market, right? Nobody's seen Michael Saylor move this market. He's really done an excellent job with the algos, and everyone now is using the algos. This is why you're not seeing massive run-ups and run-downs. So I think a 6% retracement is child's play. I'm looking at this going, oh my God, man, this should have corrected 20% already. This should have hit 108 and tested a 20% retracement, and it didn't. It didn't because there's too much buyer. Okay, I know people that are now set up at 98, 97.5, 95. There's so many freaking bids in the high 90s. Notice how quickly this entire industry has gotten comfortable with, 100,000 is the number, dude. We are so desensitized to this number when for years, it was a pipe dream. First thing, for me, I don't personally like the chart of Bitcoin. I would prefer to look at the market cap of Bitcoin. And it's a little trick for me because the unit price, it's had such a broad band, right? Like when Bitcoin was worth $600 billion, that would have been about 50% ago. No, that would have been about 60% ago,
yeah.
right? Market cap of Bitcoin right now, assuming there's 21 million units, which there isn't. There's only 17. See, I think this thing's priced incorrectly because it assumes there's 21 million units. So every time I look at Bitcoin, it's almost it's a little bit like the founders of businesses. I think the early adopters of Bitcoin actually are undervaluing Bitcoin. And the reason they keep using the unit per Bitcoin, but I look at market cap, man, and a $600 billion market cap, when you have Blackstone there, that market only goes one place. It does not go to below 600 million. It goes, they don't play in small games.
BlackRock, you mean?
BlackRock, excuse me.
Yeah.
BlackRock or any of these players. Dude, Citibank is not here because this is a $600 billion industry. They're here because it's a $6 trillion industry, and the Bitcoin community is eating pure, unadulterated nuclear power, right? It's not eroding over time, and it's not competing with anything. Bitcoin is not competing. This myth of, and you still hear it today. I don't know why the Bitcoin community does this. They do this finite extraction in their mind, even though they came into Bitcoin as like, oh, hey, Bitcoin is finite. Therefore, you get the value of infinite. I have something finite, but I have infinite demand for something that's finite. No one's ever seen finite. No one.
Yeah.
First off, like, we don't pitch that enough. Hey, Mr. Wealthy Guy, tell me something that's finite. My boat that I paid $30 million for. Awesome, dude. But there's only one of them and nobody's going to make a currency of it. Yeah. Show me something else that's finite. By the way, I can replicate that boat. For 31 million, I can replicate it. Maybe 27 million, I can replicate it. Market cap of 2 trillion. I can then compare that to, say, NVIDIA, 3 trillion, 3.5. Oh, what's their net asset value? See, I'm starting to ask people really cool questions. Excuse me. What's the net asset value of NVIDIA? They have no assets.
Bitcoin is revolutionizing global finance, ushering in a new era of opportunity. With a market cap of $600 billion and financial giants like BlackRock joining the movement, it's clear that Bitcoin is far more than a digital currency. It's a trillion-dollar phenomenon in the making. Its unparalleled scarcity, combined with the strategic actions of institutions leveraging zero-cost capital, is reshaping the financial landscape. This is not mere speculation, it's the next chapter in economic evolution. As finite supply meets infinite demand, Bitcoin stands out as the most compelling asset of our time. Unlike saturated markets such as real estate and equities, Bitcoin introduces a new frontier for wealth creation without dismantling existing systems. Its rise isn't about taking from others, it's about creating unprecedented opportunities. Institutional adoption is gaining momentum, and the door to wealth redistribution is wide open. The message is clear: act now or risk being left behind in this paradigm-shifting revolution. Let's dive deeper with more insights from the interview.
I don't think anything has to suffer for Bitcoin to win. I keep hearing this kind of, what if Bitcoin is so cool that nobody gets hurt? Yeah, it's not a zero-sum game, right? Like, when I came in here 4 years ago, I was hearing this, hey, the bond, we're going to suck all the energy from bonds. We're going to suck all the energy from real estate. We're going to suck all the energy from equities. I'm like, what if we're just maxed out on real estate, Rolex watches, villas? I think we discussed this before. What if consumption has hit peak? You have less people on this planet. Okay, we're not having babies like you are. The men today are not as productive as you are. So if the population's going down and the boomers who have all the money, the suits, as you guys call me, my spending is going down. I don't need 37 vehicles. I don't need 42 housekeepers. I don't need more villas and more airplanes and more helicopters. I need some Bitcoin because I got all that other shit. So what if we just have an allocation from all the distributions, from apartment buildings, commercial distributions, private equity distributions, income streams? That money does not get reinvested in the old world. It gets invested in Bitcoin. Now
so it's an addition. you would
It's
think.
accretive to everything. It's literally no one is suffering. I do not believe Bitcoin is unique in that. Look at what Sailor's doing. No one's getting hurt. In fact, everyone that's on the Sailor train, everyone is benefiting. The only person that is not benefiting from Bitcoin or their MicroStrategy trade, if they do it like conservatively and like you're investing in for your business, I don't think these people are, one, going to lose money, and two, their thesis is very, very different than I mean, they're loaded up on other stuff, man. And as long as the banks are benefiting greatly, if you really go through the supply chain, everyone is benefiting from this except the guy that does not get on the Bitcoin trade. The only guy that gets hurt in this trade is the guy that's passive, not listening, and doesn't act. That's it. That's a very interesting proposition. I think they'll get hurt in the back end because their asset values will go down compared to Bitcoin. But, that's a market. Not everybody's going to participate. Okay. In this case, Bitcoin is getting better and it's getting cheaper. It's getting cheaper relative to the value that it's taking over, dude. $100,000 when it's it's hit the main arteries of every freaking economic system in the world. I have bankers calling me today that thought I was an idiot a year ago. I mean, they were like, we can't even bring you to the board. Now they're like, hey, can we bring you to the board? I'm like, F off, dude, you're a little late now. Okay. I don't need you. I've 5x my net worth since you started teasing me and not answering the phone. And now you guys are all running around with your heads cut off going, bro, there is a lot of money being made in this space here. So, I mean, I know a lot of people that didn't invest. I know people that said the internet was going to be bullshit.
I just think it's a pity because it's a fascinating opportunity. And I think
it's not a pity. Okay. It's the evolution of mankind or any organism. People get what they get when they get it. And this is not meant to be demeaning, by the way. I don't like hey, you get Bitcoin at the price you deserve it. That's a very shaming comment. If you listen to it, look, everyone deserves to have Bitcoin, in my opinion. I'm a nice human being, but you're not obligated to do anything. You're not obligated to study finance. Whatever, right? People get to choose whatever they want. I think we're lucky to be in a first world nation where we have access to so much information. There's 4 or 5 billion people that don't have this option. So if you think we're a Ponzi scheme, 4 or 5 billion people haven't even heard of Bitcoin yet. I mean, not really. We have 450 million people that reportedly have touched Bitcoin on planet Earth, of which 247 million are actively engaged at some level. So 250 million people in Bitcoin. And it isn't just the Brams of the world anymore. It's actually people that are well known coming out of the closet going, whoa, this is I've been doing this my whole life. Every time I've walked into one of these disruptive events, I've most certainly been. I've never missed this ever. Not again, knock on wood. I'm not being arrogant or egotistical. My whole life has been in being disruptive and being in disruptive events. And dude, this is going to fix so many problems.
Bitcoin is a financial disruptor, challenging traditional investment paradigms, and Gary Cardone's insights underscore its transformative potential.
Bitcoin is a groundbreaking financial disruptor, challenging traditional investment paradigms and redefining global wealth allocation. Recently, its price dipped below $98,000 after hitting an all-time high of $127, presenting a buy-the-dip opportunity for savvy investors. As Gary Cardone highlights, Bitcoin's rise isn't about competing with traditional markets but about reallocating wealth and reshaping global finance. Its finite supply, a cornerstone of its value, continues to drive bullish sentiment despite price fluctuations. Institutional confidence and adoption are fueling Bitcoin's upward momentum, with analysts predicting new highs around $130,000. Key support levels remain strong, and resilience above critical thresholds signals sustained growth. Cardone's perspective underscores Bitcoin's transformative power, not just as a financial asset but as an evolution in wealth allocation. This creative force is gaining traction globally, marking it as a pivotal moment in financial history. Bitcoin's ability to weather market corrections while maintaining long-term growth showcases its strength and potential. As institutional demand and global acceptance grow, it's clear that Bitcoin represents more than just a market shift, it's a paradigm shift. Whether you're an active investor or a curious onlooker, this moment is a call to action. Could Bitcoin become the foundation of a new global financial system? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these 2 awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.